Today I want to show you how I print and cut my PNG files in Silhouette, and the files are from Shabby Art Boutique, and she has an Etsy shop where you can buy files, and the newest files have PNGs in them, and these files are from the newest craft room kit quilting circle, and this is how I print and cut them. I will move this aside. So you start out with in your silhouette with a blank canvas, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to this panel, open the page setup panel, and I'm going to the second tab is grid settings, and I'm going to show cut borders. I'm going to make sure that is on, and then you get a red line on around your paper. The next thing you're going to do is this button right here, the text style panel, and you're going to open it and you're going to say enable registration marks, and I always normally it stands like this, and I always push everything here to the left, so I'm going to do that right there, and then it's file on top here, and you say file merge, and here are all the PNG files that she provides. I'm going to take the first one, that's the basket, and if you click on it, it's very big, as you can see. So you select it, and I use centimeters, but you can easily use inches, of course, and on top here you can adjust the size, and I do like 10 centimeters, and then it's smaller. Let me do 8 centimeters. I think that's better. Yeah. Okay, so it is already, the PNG is a cutting file, so now it's going to cut, but I want to make it a little bit more easier to cut. And what I do is I select it and I do a right mouse click, and then I'm going to edit points, and you see that it has a lot of points to cut, and I'm going to simplify it, and I'm going to click that twice, once or twice with every image that there is there. Sometimes it's already very easy, and sometimes you have to simplify it. So now we can go to this send panel here. So you have design, library, and send. So you go to send, and you can see that it's going to cut these lines. If you select it, it's going to cut all the lines selected. What I do, I always use outline of selection. I will show you, the second thing that I want to show you why, but I always use this one. Then you have your media. Well, I don't have media loaded now, but I choose my photo paper because I cut on photo paper, I print on photo paper. And then for my force, I always choose the maximum, that's 33. So I only need one pass to cut through my photo paper. Speed I leave at 10, and the blade depth I'm going to choose 5. And then I'm going to file here and then print. So, and then I'm first going to print my file, and then you just follow the steps to print your file. After you printed it, you're going to stick your paper on the mat, and then you are going to send. So photo paper, force full, speed you leave that way, and passes 1, blade depth 5. That's how I go and send and cut my images. The next thing I want to show you, I make a lot of charms and 3D projects, and for that I am going to click on this one that we made, and I'm going to right click and say duplicate, and then the next step for a charm or a 3D project is to right click and say flip horizontally. And this way I have two images that can be glued together and will be a charm or a 3D project, whatever you want to do with that. So the next thing I want to show you, I'm going to duplicate this one another time, and I want to show you that sometimes you have more intricate things, or you want a border around it, and that is just click your image, right click and say offset, and my offset is standard 0.120 centimeters, but you can choose your own size, and with the arrow up your line around it, it's getting bigger, as you can see on my screen, and with the arrow down it's getting narrower. but I use 0.120, yeah, centimeters. And then you go to send, and if you go to send, you can see that if you select this one and you choose number 1, all lines, it's gonna cut all 4 lines, and now if you choose 2 lines, it only cuts the 2 lines. So that's what you have to pay attention to, and then you have a sticker or a border around your cutting. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know. Have fun creating. Bye bye.